It's finally here, boys and girls. It's finally freaking here. Oh my god. No, it's not the light novels. For those you don't know, it's the spin-off. Mushoku Tensei. Roxy Gets Serious. This is the spin-off to Japan's opinion when it comes to best girl in the series is Roxy. My opinion, Selfie's best girl, but each their own, okay? So this spin-off regarding to Roxy's past, before she met Rudius, before she became a court magician, before she became the famous adventurer that everyone knew her as. This is her adventure as she starts off from her birth all the way to before she meets Rudius, pretty much. This is volume 1. It came out yesterday. I pre-ordered it some months ago, been waiting for it, even though I'm already been reading not just the translations, but also the raws. So this is something new for me because it's not on to the main story. This is the original story on its own. This is the original source. You won't find this in a written novel or anything else. It's originated by the manga. So I'll be judging it by art style, story, and of course, the translations. There's a lot of uproar when it comes to translations. Are they good compared to the fan translations? Because most of the times, before they become translated to whatever language the books go out to each country, the fans themselves take the raws and then they translate it for themselves the best way they can. Now, before we get into that, all I gotta say is this: the 7 C's. Because if you don't know, the people who license Mushoku Tensei here in America is 7 C's. They do some pretty good licensings. They do Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. They do Made in Abyss. They even do Devilman. And some others too. But I want to say is this. Why did it take you forever, 7 C's, to own the license and translate it? Why did it take you forever? I was on Twitter and I see a lot of people from different countries already have like a stacked pile of the Mushoku Tensei novels already. And we're just now getting volume 1. Why? Why? Why are we now just getting the Mushoku Tensei light novels when they've been out for years? Where America got the manga first. That was the first thing we got is the manga. And now we're on volume 10 on the manga in Japan, and there's other countries who already have their hands on volume 9 and 10. We only have up to volume 8. We're not getting volume 9 until freaking August. Yeah, think about that. And Roxy Gets Serious volume 2 ain't coming out until September as well, so it's gonna take a while. So even though other countries will have it, I guess 7 C's just takes a while to own the rights and also to get it translated. So let's get into it. The first page, when I first read the first page on this book, when I was reading it online, it's spoiled for a lot of people who haven't read the web novels or the light novels. It's spoiled a lot. If you were just a manga reader only, it spoiled you. The first page, because it shows Roxy when this is after she meets Rudius in the manga. And this is her actually after volume 12, which makes it volume 13 in the light novels, Everyday Life volume. In this one, Roxy is a teacher at a magic academy. Plus, she also has a more grown-up Rudius as well. But not just that, but in this one, it doesn't make any sense with the translations. Like, I already spot a problem. I know why they did it, because they don't want to spoil anything, which is understandable, but yet it kind of contradicts into her narration. See, this is an origin story, a prequel story that's pretty much telling Roxy's past life, and is being narrated by her present self during volume 13. So that it makes you wonder, why did she call herself her previous name? Like, this is the first just the first page, I've already see a mess up. I already see it. It says, "My name is Roxy Megardia these days." Her name is Roxy Megardia these days. That is not her present name in that volume. I understand they're trying not to spoil anything, but it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. Why would she call herself that in the present day, which that is not her name? It is Roxy M something something, and that's all I'm saying. So I already got a little mishap. So it pretty much tells Roxy how she was a child and she lived inside the Midgard village, and she was the only one who could not use telepathy. The village she lives in is very quiet. No one talks or speaks language because everyone's born to learn how to speak their language through their brain. They all talk to each other. So because of that, they were such a rare kind of demon. They never left their village. Not many of the Midgard races leave their village because they're not strong, and plus they're very small kind of people. Anyway, you could consider them to be like hobbits or something because they're very small, but they're not dwarves. They're just like hobbits. Anyways, because of this, Roxy felt a little insincere and like an outcast because she's the only one who couldn't use telepathy, which is ironic. Then one day she meets someone who becomes her teacher, who teaches her the basics of magic. And there she learns the basics, and then when she hit 14, she decides to leave home, become an adventurer. And there she learns the hardships of the demonic content anyways, where she'll get mugged, where she'll get conned, and fight for her life on a daily basis. So living inside a demon content is not as easy as it seems. It's extremely hard for her. And there's a lot of spots of the holy artifact, by the way. I can guarantee you right now, if people who love Roxy and the holy artifact that she has, I can guarantee you'll see a lot of that in this. Like, you won't see it much in the original manga series, the holy artifact, but you will see it a lot in this. I guarantee you. So if you guys are believers of the holy artifact, I can guarantee you right now, you will not be displeased. You see a lot of that in this. She forms a team with some familiar faces and some new ones, and she starts her life as an adventurer, and that's pretty much it. There's not much to really talk about in the first volume, after all. She's just now starting out as an adventurer and trying to get used to life as an independent, and also working inside of a party. And then finally, of course, we all know that Refugin, his name, the original writer of the Mushoku Tensei series, loves to write his side content in these books. That's one of the things I do like about him, is like, no matter, even to this day, he writes more and more side content. And hopefully he'll write something that's very interesting, like glimpses of the future beyond the series, hopefully down the line. So this is nothing more than just a story about Roxy's teacher and how she had the drive to travel the world on her own and see different things, despite what other things, like one day, for instance, you live in a town, a very small town, and you see it as boring, and you wish to escape it. Then one day you see a person who's been all over the place, and they find your town quite fascinating because they themselves have never seen it before. So beauty's within the eye of the beholder, in a way. So to you, this town is boring, but that person who's never been here is quite fascinating. And that's pretty much what Roxy's teacher is. You know, she's not the kind of person to stay in the same place forever. She wishes to travel the world and to write a book about it, which she does because it says that in the first couple of pages of the story. So yes, not much to really complain about. Just some translation issues that I did spot out. But other than that, I enjoy it. I especially like the cover. This isn't the original attire we use. This is like Roxy's first adventure attire. It's her tribal clothing and the hats. And I do love how she has the space within inside her clothes to show the magic that she has. So yeah, we won't be getting the next volume until freaking September. I said Seven Seas. Yeah, pick up the pace. Other countries already have the volumes of some of these books, and I want these volumes. I want to consume them. I want to collect them and show them off to my fellow weeb friends. Okay. Anyways, that is it. I will be doing more, hopefully more Mushoku Tensei. It is a new month of May. I think the only thing that's not been officially translated yet is the 4 of Mushoku Tensei. If you haven't noticed, when it comes to most very popular isekais, like Slime and Shield Hero and stuff, or even Afteria, they'll have these kind of things. They'll have a light novel, a manga, a spin-off of one of the most favorite characters, and then finally they would have a 4. Almost all of them have that kind of pattern. Shield Hero has it, Slime has it, and now Mushoku Tensei has it as well. So hopefully, who knows when that's going to be translated, because they just literally started that one. There's nothing more than I believe there's only 6 chapters of that so far. It's going to take a while. So yeah, that is my Mushoku Tensei Roxy Get Serious verse review. I say it's pretty interesting. It's a breath of fresh air, because if you are someone like me who have read the web novels for God knows how many times, and you've been reading the manga, this is a breath of fresh air, because it's a story you yourself don't know about within the Mushoku Tensei franchise. So therefore, I'm enjoying it so far, and I can't wait for more. So anyways, if you want more things Mushoku Tensei, and you love my content, help me out by liking, commenting, and of course subscribing to this channel. It will help out a lot, Get more people out there to know about me and my little opinion on this small corner of the weeb section of YouTube. So anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed it. I have a Shield Hero review coming right up. Madcrownxox, signing out.